So on Friday, the FBI arrested Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Duggan for allegedly obstructing immigration enforcement. The criminal complaint is thin. Basically, she told the suspect, I guess, to go out of one door and not the other. And this was justification for the FBI to say that, oh, you're obstructing us. And there's been a directive from Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, and Kash Patel to crack down on judges that are getting in the way of immigration enforcement. And so Duggan is, I guess, the first example to be made of. Now, obviously, this is a huge escalation from the administration. Arresting judges generally isn't the thing that we do in this country. But I want to say something. Before you take this to mean that the administration is growing ever more powerful, I would like you to consider the extent to which this major escalation, this brazen violation of power, may reflect, in fact, the administration's weakness here. First, I want you to watch how Pam Bondi talked about this in an interview on Fox News.
Cannot believe, I think some of these judges think they are beyond and above the law, and they are not. And we're sending a very strong message today. If you are harboring a fugitive, we don't care who you are.
Now, to me here, she's the one who sounds unhinged and deranged. She's the one who is affecting this kind of martial pose, this very fascist martial pose, similar to how Stephen Miller behaves on camera. And I would affect that pose too if the truth of the matter is that I am losing in court and in public opinion when it comes to my immigration actions. The administration is suffering loss after loss after loss in courts about their extreme immigration actions, about their efforts to remove people, often unlawfully. And the public has largely turned against the administration's position on immigration as well. Consistently, voters are saying they do not like how Trump is behaving on immigration. And he's gone underwater on what was his strongest issue. Now, some people, when they find themselves in a position of weakness, they pare back, they see what they can do to save as much of their political capital as they can. But these people have no idea of how to basically take the L. They're just ramping up and escalating and getting all the more aggressive. And I think that the actual result of this will not be to scare people, but to actually show that they're weak and lead other judges and other political actors to show even more opposition. And to that point, I think the only reasonable reaction Democrats should have to this right now is to use it as their justification for shutting down the Congress. Shut down Congress, deny unanimous consent in the Senate, which would force the Senate to operate at a snail's pace, and do everything they can to obstruct, under the argument that these people have totally lost their minds and we should give them nothing until they are ready to begin backtracking. But again, I want to say, I think this is a sign of weakness, not of strength.